Folks, you always want the right people on your side, and if you need a personal injury attorney, why not call an attorney that's also a doctor? That's why I am joined by Dr. Ted Grieve of Ted Grieve and Associates. First of all, let me start right there. You want the right person on your side. Why is it important to hire you, to be with you, because you have also been a doctor and can understand it?
Well, the reason that you hire us is because we do understand not only the law, which is what we practice, but also the injuries. And it's really hard to represent a person's injuries to an insurance company if you don't understand injuries. All right, so we take those injuries. You know, a lot of times people have injuries and they haven't really been treated medically properly. And, you know, sometimes the doctors just want to dismiss people and say, hey, you're as good as you're going to get, just leave it alone. I mean, we want to make sure that the people are getting the care and the compensation they need and deserve.
Specifically, as a doctor of chiropractic, how has that helped you really assess some of the cases when it comes to automobile accidents or personal injury?
Yeah, for instance, we had a case a while back, and a law firm was telling our clients, like, settle your case, it's $7,000, settle your case, that's what you need to get, and you need to be done with it. And so I actually analyzed the records, looked at the MRIs, and found that they had something called modic changes on the MRI. And we ended up taking that information, going back to the insurance company, and we settled that case for $250,000. That's the difference between understanding the injuries and not understanding the injuries. And it's important to understand the law, but you got to understand the injuries if you're going to properly represent people.
Absolutely. Now, there's some major changes coming to the firm. Tell us what they are.
Well, our changes, we've historically been known as Ted Grieve and Associates, which tells you kind of nothing about our law firm. And we're kind of delighted to go now with a new name, which is Dr. Ted Injury Law. It tells you who I am. I'm a doctor who practices law, and we practice injury law. So it's, you know, it's pretty clear just by the name what we do.
Now, if folks out there are watching this and they want to reach out to you guys, they want to have a conversation about something that may have happened, how can they reach you?
Well, they can call us on our phone, which is 1-800-MY-DR-TED, or 1-800-693-7833, or they can look us up on the web at drtedinjurylaw.com. We're open 24/7, 365. We offer a free consultation. There's no charge to call us and discuss your case and see if we can help you. And just remember, we don't get paid a dime unless we can win your case for you.
What message you want to leave the community with?
The message is this: some of this stuff is very complex and convoluted. We have some particularly odd laws in North Carolina, especially. We practice in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, but North Carolina in particular has some very odd laws. You know, don't just immediately give recorded statements to insurance companies. Don't fill out a bunch of forms. These things are difficult. We're here. We'd like to work with you as a team and be a partner with you and make sure, again, that you get the care and the compensation you need and deserve.
You always want the right people on your side. Why not call the lawyer that's also a doctor? Dr. Ted, thanks.
Thank you, Jorge. I appreciate it.
This segment of QC Life was sponsored by Dr. Ted Injury Law.